Distinguished guests, please welcome Her Excellency President Tsai Ing-wen with a warm round of applause. Thank you, President Tsai, for attending today's forum. Please take your seat. Thank you. Please be seated. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2023 Yushan Forum, Start a New Blueprint for Asian Development. I'm today's MC, Betty Chen. This year marks the 7th edition of the forum. Although the world has moved out of the shadow of the pandemic, climate change, rising inflation, and regional tensions have brought great uncertainties. Through this two-day forum, experts from home and abroad gather here to engage in thought-provoking discussions and foster partnerships for a blueprint that will propel Asia to new heights of sustainable development, inclusivity, and prosperity, thereby advancing freedom and democracy in Asia and the world. To kick off, first, we would like to welcome the host, Dr. Hsin-Huang Michael Hsiao, Chairman of Taiwan-Asia Exchange Foundation, Republic of China, Taiwan, to give us the opening remarks. Please.
President Tsai Ing-wen, President of the Republic of Nauru, the Honorable Russ Joseph Kung, former Prime Minister of Australia, the Honorable Scott Morrison, Secretary General of National Security Council, Gu Li-xiong, Advisor of National Security Council, Fu Dongcheng, Minister without portfolio, Zhang Deng, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Joseph Wu, ambassadors, representatives, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. On behalf of the organizers, I sincerely welcome everyone to participate in the 2023 Yushan Forum in Taiwan. In the past few years, with the joint efforts of the public, private, and people sectors, international speakers and participants from afar have attended this forum with trust and confidence in the safety of the pandemic prevention of Taiwan. Taiwan's old friend from Japan, the Honorable Furuya Sensei, has continued to come to Taiwan in person every year to support the Yushan Forum. Furuya Sensei, arigatou gozaimasu. I am sincerely grateful to President Tsai for joining the forum since the first one in 2017, which demonstrates her leadership and administration's firm commitment to promote and implement the new Southbound Policy. I would like to also express my sincere thanks to Minister Joseph Wu and his wonderful team in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in working with my team at TAEF to make the Yushan Forum a success every year and getting better year by year. Joseph, thank you very much for your support. Time flies. Taiwan's new Southbound Policy has been implemented for 7 years since 2016. Led by the government, the new Southbound Policy has created better business opportunities for Taiwanese enterprises in South and Southeast Asia and deepened people-to-people exchange and connectivity between Taiwan and NSP partner countries. In addition to the leading effort made by the government, the manifested participation of the civil society has also been an important driving force behind the success of the new Southbound Policy. This is also the result of the synergy of cross-sectoral participation that we at the TAEF has long been advocating for. The NSP, initiated by the President Tsai and implemented by her capable administration, had made Taiwan indispensable and even more important for Asia and the world. I still remember that at the inauguration ceremony of the TAEF on August 8th of 2018, President Tsai has designated us two major missions. The first is to make every effort to successfully organize the annual Yushan Forum. And the second is to serve as a think tank for the new Southbound Policy. I would like to take today's opportunity to report to President Tsai and all the friends here about the effort of the TAEF in fulfilling the two tasks. The Yushan Forum has organized by TAEF along other organizations, have successfully promoted dialogue and mutual understanding between Taiwan and the international community with forward-looking themes and visions. This year's Yushan Forum anchors with the theme of starting a new blueprint for Asian development. That is of special significance. On the one hand, the 2023 Yushan Forum will review and display the 7 years milestones of Taiwan's new Southbound Policy, and on the other hand, it looks forward to Asia's future development direction and cooperation roadmap in working together with Taiwan. The past 7 years, Yushan Forum has attracted more than 3,000 participants from home and abroad, including 231 speakers, global leaders, experts, scholars, and civil society leaders from 26 countries. In the past 3 years, including this year, each Yushan Forum has been attended by more than 400 distinguished guests from home and abroad. Regarding President Tsai's second task, that is to commend TAEF to shoulder responsibility as the think tank for the NSP. In addition to the government's 5 flagship programs coordinated by the Office of Trade and Trade Negotiations, as well as the great joint effort made by many ministries and agencies in the executive yuan since 2017. TAEF has initiated and implemented our own 5 action plans, which focused on expanding important areas that might be less explored by the government sectors. Our 5 action plans include Young Leaders Initiatives, Think Tank and Policy Research Cooperation, Civil Society Connectivities, Regional Resilience, and Art and Culture Exchange. We have compiled and assessed the annual achievement of the above government's flagship programs and TAEF action plan and shared them with the public and the international friends during each year's Yushan Forum. We organize the Southeast and South Asia Taiwan Youth Camp every summer, inviting young leaders in Taiwan and from NSP partner countries to take part in brainstorming practical suggestions for Asia's future. We are also coordinating with KAS, an important German foundation, jointly conduct a project on the future of work for Asian youth, and together advocate for a more resilient and friendly environment for young talents in Asia. We are active in advocating for Taiwan's new Southbound Policy on various platforms at home and abroad, introducing the vision and the specific achievement of the new Southbound Policy to the international community. It is worth mentioning that we have successfully published 7 policy reports on advancing relations between Taiwan and India, Taiwan and Australia, Taiwan and Southeast Asia, Taiwan and the United States. We also have highlighted Taiwanese NGOs' international assistance during the pandemic, strategizing Taiwan's new Southbound Policy and warm power practices. In addition, we also conducted elite surveys of the image of Taiwan and the image of Taiwan business in Southeast Asian countries every year. So far, we have completed surveys in Vietnam, Indonesia, Thailand, Singapore, and Malaysia. We are pleased to share with you here that the images of Taiwan and Taiwanese business in the above-mentioned countries, comparing with the top 10 to 15 major foreign investors, are often among the top best list. We understand that Asian societies are facing common threats imposed by natural disasters and man-made ones. We argue that we should actively work together to build disaster resilience through mutual learning and sharing know-hows. In view of this, TAEF cooperated with Taiwan Disaster Prevention Industry Association, Taipei Medical University, and the Mass Frankfurt to jointly launch the Asian Resilient Consortium. We also co-sponsor the annual Taipei International Safety Technology Application Expo and Resilient Forum. This year, TAEF even assisted Taiwan's National Fire Agency in organizing a 2-week-long training program for fire department officials from the Philippines. In the past few years, TAEF has worked with Indonesian NGOs and Japan's government think tank, Institute of Developing Economies, IDE, to hold a symposium on migrant workers' rights. We also pay special attention to the adjustment and life quality of cross-border female marriage migrants in Taiwan. As a think tank of NSP, TAEF has made effort to promote soft power through art and cultural exchange. TAEF has promoted exchanges and cooperation between artists of Taiwan and partner countries. Early this year, we invited artists from Vietnam, Cambodia, Myanmar, Thailand, and Laos to conduct a 5-day-long visit and exchange with our local artists under the theme of art and social concern. We also partnered with the Ministry of Culture, Keelung City, Tainan City, and Kaohsiung City in the past few years to organize the annual Asian Historical Cities Forum, Asian Poor Cities Forum, and cultural exhibitions to the public. Last year, we co-organized the NSP Film Festivals with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the National Zhengzhi University. And we are looking forward to cooperating with the Singapore office here in Taiwan to organize the Singaporean Film Festival next year. We even discussed the possibility to organize the Taiwan-India Film Festival in the near future with the India office in Taiwan. In recent years, as Taiwan has promoted the New Southbound Policy, a new concept has gradually been discussed and valued internationally. That is the warm power. We investigated and advocated the concept of warm power to demonstrate and to correspond to the objectives of the New Southbound Policy. The so-called warm power is to send the warmth and share resources and experience to our partner countries. This is completely different from the hard power struggle and the sharp power penetration in power politics. The effort of NSP, New Southbound Policy, can be regarded as an important evidence of Taiwan's warm power. Finally here, I would like to extend a special invitation to you all. Along with this year's Yushan Forum, we also arrange a special exhibition on the New Southbound Policy on tomorrow's schedule. Many NSP partner countries' representatives' offices in Taiwan are actively participating. I would like to invite you to visit and explore the admirable role of our partner countries in promoting cooperation with Taiwan. My special thanks to all the representatives and representative offices for their contribution and support on this event. Finally, thank you again for attending this year's Yushan Forum. Let us work together for the peaceful and visionary future of Asia's development. I also hope you will enjoy the fruitful discussion for the next 2 days. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chairman Hsiao. Please return to your seat, and thank you for sharing with us the important achievements of the new Southbound Policy and the warm power. And next, our speaker is going to come up to the stage. Please welcome Her Excellency Tsai Ing-wen, President of the Republic of China, Taiwan, to give us her remarks. Please.
Chairman of the Taiwan-Asia Exchange Foundation, Michael Hsiao, and President Kum of the Republic of Nauru, and members of the Parliament and former Prime Minister Scott Morrison, and former United States Ambassador to the United States, Kelly Craft, and Japan-ROC members, Consultative Council Chairman Furuya Keiji, and U.S. senior official for APEC, Matt Murray. And I'm here with the company of my Secretary General, Lin Jialong, and Secretary General of the National Security Council, Gu Lixiong, and of course, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Joseph Wu. We have also here the Minister without portfolio, Mr. John Dunn, who is actually our Chief Trade Negotiator. And ladies and gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let me first give a warm welcome to all of today's participants. Thank you all for attending the Yushan Forum. Special thanks go to President Kum and former Prime Minister Morrison. Thank you for participating in the forum, demonstrating your support for Taiwan and for a free, open, stable, and prosperous Indo-Pacific. The Yushan Forum now enters its 7th year. Since the forum's establishment in 2017, over 3,000 people have taken part, including more than 230 international leaders, scholars, and experts from 26 countries. We launched the new Southbound Policy when I took office in 2016. Through this policy, we seek to advance our cooperation with policy partners countries across a wide range of fields. And one integral part of this effort is Yushan Forum, a platform for regional dialogue. In each year of this forum, discussions have focused on the pivotal roles Asia and the Indo-Pacific region play in the global economy. Another key theme is advancing and broadening our regional cooperation, which helps foster an outlook among our partners in the Indo-Pacific for shared prosperity and development. As the WHO in May this year announced the end of global emergency status for COVID-19, we're now entering a new era, one with many new and evolving challenges. With the theme of starting a new blueprint for Asian development, this year's forum will initiate conversations on how our region can adapt and prepare for these challenges. I hope our exchanges today can help us build on the successes of the new Southbound policy so far and foster more inclusive and resilient growth with our partners. Over the past 7 years, we have taken our economic cooperation with new Southbound policy countries to new heights. And I'm proud to say that today, our ties are stronger than ever. In 2022, our two-way trade with new Southbound policy countries exceeds $180 billion, up 88% from 2016. That same year, our export to these countries reached $96.9 billion, an increase of 64% on 2016. Both of these figures represent record highs. Our investment in new Southbound policy countries has also increased considerably. Altogether, Taiwanese firms, whether operating from Taiwan or third countries, have invested more than $100 billion in major new Southbound policy countries. Importantly, their investment has helped create millions of jobs. It is also worth noting that between 2016 and 2022, cumulative investment in Taiwan from new Southbound policy countries amounted to $5.4 billion, with $2.1 billion in 2022 alone. In total, this is an 8-fold increase from 2016. Taiwanese banks have also expanded their services in the new Southbound policy countries. As of this year, there are 339 branches and other types of establishments, up 70% from 2016. And we are also in the process of establishing 10 medical centers in 7 ASEAN countries, helping to expand local medical and health industries. Tourist flows have also increased very substantially. From just January to July this year, we have seen more than 2.73 million arrivals from new Southbound policy countries, accounting for about 84% of the total for that period. Taiwan is also listed as one of the top choices in the Global Muslim Travel Index, demonstrating that Taiwan's friendliness and respect for diverse cultures have earned the recognition of the international community. Taiwan is now a preferred place for students from ASEAN countries and India. From degree and exchange programs to research in numerous fields, our academic collaboration has truly blossomed. Since 2016, Taiwan schools have welcomed more than 200,000 students from countries including Vietnam, Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, and India. We're glad to see that some of these students have chosen to stay in Taiwan and work with us to advance our connections with their home countries. Taiwan has unique strengths in the high-tech sector, and we're seeking to integrate those strengths into a digital New Southbound initiative. This initiative aims to help partner countries in their effort to develop smart manufacturing and transition into digital economy. Taiwan is a free and democratic society with a vibrant economy and sound legal infrastructure. Moreover, Taiwan ranked sixth in the International Institute for Management Development, that is IMD's World Competitiveness Ranking published earlier this year. With a fast-changing global landscape of recent years, Taiwan has shown remarkable resilience. It has established itself as one of the major contributors to economic prosperity and stability in the region. And our strength in technology and manufacturing have proven to be indispensable in the restructuring of regional and global supply chains. Security and stability in the Indo-Pacific region have garnered significant global attention. From the G7 and the recent Camp David Summit to the European Parliament, UK Parliament, and US Congress, a consistent message has emerged that peace and stability in the Indo-Pacific region are essential to the security and prosperity of the international community. And the security and stability in Taiwan Strait are a crucial component. Here, I want to express my sincere thanks to these and the many other voices of support. Through our engagement with the world, we are showing that Taiwan is a shining example of democracy, a responsible actor, and a force for good. The new Southbound Policy lies at the core of our Indo-Pacific strategy. Through this, we are sending a message to the world that in the face of mounting threats of authoritarianism and climate change, as well as a global restructuring of supply chain, Taiwan is a secure and reliable partner. Through testing times, Taiwan has stood firm, and we will continue to contribute to the peace and prosperity around the world. I want everyone concerned with the Indo-Pacific to know that Taiwan is, in no small way, a part of the solution to the challenges facing our region. Now, as we navigate a path towards more inclusive and resilient development, we will continue to deepen our ties with our new Southbound Policy partners and other like-minded countries, and do our part to ensure the prosperity of all in the Indo-Pacific. I look forward to this forum continuing to be an important part of that vision. And I wish you all a successful and productive forum. Thank you.
Thank you very much. President Tsai, please return to your seat. Indeed, under President Tsai's leadership, Taiwan has become a shining example of democracy and a force for good. Thank you very much, President Tsai. And on this momentous occasion, we are joined by distinguished guests from around the world. And we are honored to welcome important guests to come up to the stage to share with us their important words. So first, we would like to welcome His Excellency Russ Joseph Kuhn, President of the Republic of Nauru, to give us his remarks. Please.
Your Excellency, President Tsai Ing-wen, former Prime Minister of Australia, my good neighbor, Scott Morrison, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Daija Hao.
Hao.
I am honored to be given the opportunity to give these short remarks on this occasion of the opening of 2023 Yushan Forum. I take this opportunity to convey on behalf of the government, the people of the Republic of Nauru, and on my personal behalf, heartfelt congratulations and felicitations to Her Excellency, President Dr. Tsai Ing-wen, the government, and the people of the Republic of China, Taiwan, for the remarkable achievement in political and economic development and in safeguarding freedom and democracy in the Asia-Pacific region. This year's theme, Start a New Blueprint for Asian Development, underscores pressing need and immense potential for transformative changes that are well within our reach. With the WHO declaring the end of the global emergency status for COVID-19 in May 2023, a new era beckons, one filled with opportunity, innovation, and resilience. As we gather here, we should carry with us the collective vision of a thriving, sustainable, and inclusive Asia. Asia is a continent of extraordinary potential, and to craft a new blueprint for Asian development, we must focus on inclusive growth to ensure economic prosperity and investment in education and innovation that foster creativity and advanced thinking through collaboration, through the pooling of our collective wisdom and resources. Taiwan has the potential to play a significant role in shaping a new blueprint for Asian development due to its unique strength and contributions. Taiwan could contribute to blueprint the following: technological innovation. Taiwan advanced technological capabilities can drive innovation and create new opportunities for economic growth across Asia. Entrepreneurial ecosystem. Taiwan has a thriving entrepreneurial ecosystem. Taiwan could provide mentorship, funding, and support to budding entrepreneurs across Asia. Trade and investment hub. Taiwan's strategic location makes it a potential trade and investment hub in Asia. Strengthening regional trade networks could lead to shared prosperity and development. Regional security and cooperation. Taiwan's active engagement in regional security dialogues and cooperation can contribute to stability and peace in Asia. Taiwan's positive and meaningful contribution toward our national sustainable goals is sincerely appreciated. Taiwan has been a close development partner supporting Nauru's pursuit of its development goals. Over the years, Taiwan has been a steadfast friend and partner to Nauru and the region. Our nations have forged strong bonds through mutual assistance. Nauru consistently lends Taiwan its full support with the international community. I had the privilege of attending UNGA 78 recently and expressing my unwavering support for Taiwan's cause. Republic of Nauru stand firmly behind the Republic of China, Taiwan, to advance peace, stability, and prosperity. In conclusion, the Yushan Forum 2023 marks the beginning of a new chapter in Asian development. Let us depart from here with a revitalized spirit, resolute in our commitment to turn our vision into tangible realities. Together, we hold the power to craft a legacy of progress that will resonate our generations to come. 谢谢.
Thank you, President Kun. Please return to your seat, and thank you once again for your staunch support for Taiwan. Now we would like to invite the Honorable Scott Morrison, member of the House of Representatives and former Prime Minister of Australia, to give us his remarks. Please.
Ni hao. It's wonderful to be here with you all this morning. Can I particularly also acknowledge and thank Her Excellency, Madam President, to all the other distinguished guests who are here with us today, friends of Taiwan. Particularly can I acknowledge the Quad partners in the United States, represented here today in the former ambassador, as well as Japan, who are great friends of Taiwan, in such great and enthusiastic numbers yesterday. It was wonderful to witness that at the National Day celebrations, and of course our friends from India as well, and those friends from across the Pacific, including New Zealand and the many other Pacific partners from the Pacific family are here today. Taiwan's future is uniquely central to global peace and security, and we all understand that that future is under constant threat. Therefore, building meaningful and credible resilience, within Taiwan and the region, and deterrence to protect and preserve that peace and freedom here in Taiwan, and importantly, to protect the status quo, is absolutely essential in what is an extremely challenging environment and under constant and considerable strain. That status quo, let us remind ourselves at the outset of the Yushan Forum, for whom I'm very grateful to have the opportunity to come and join with you these few days. That status quo is about preventing conflict. It is about ensuring respect for the autonomy of Taiwan and its people, and providing for the peace, stability and prosperity in the Indo-Pacific, or as our Japanese friends would say, a free and open Indo-Pacific. That is the status quo which is being sought to be preserved. And that is the status quo that I've always believed is at the heart and soul of Australian policy, whether under my government or those before, or indeed that those who have come after. It's also a wonderful opportunity to celebrate what has been achieved in Taiwan. And I was so thrilled to see that pride on display yesterday, because Taiwan has much to celebrate. It represents, particularly over these last 50 years, a contrasting Chinese story. One of democracy, one of freedom, one of prosperity, one of recognising the rights of individuals, of economic freedom, of political freedom, and very importantly, religious freedom, things that are not known across the straits far from here. And so it stands as a beacon. It also is a place that has much to contribute globally, and much that we could all benefit from in so many global fora. I said to Her Excellency yesterday that I was pleased to congratulate her and her government on the magnificent job that they did during COVID. It is one, if not the most standout examples of how a pandemic should be managed, and I repeat that here today. So much to offer from Taiwan, much to celebrate, and much to protect. Thank you for having me here today.
Thank you, Prime Minister Morrison. Please return to your seat. Indeed, it takes everyone's efforts to ensure and preserve the free and open Indo-Pacific. And next, we would like to welcome Her Excellency Kelly Craft, former U.S. representative to the United Nations, to give us her remarks. Please.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm here to especially thank Her Excellency President Tsai for giving me this opportunity to finally speak in person. Without pretenses and with enormous respect for all my colleagues in the diplomatic corps, I have been fortunate to have had a unique and special relationship with Taiwan. Among all the difficult positions that come with the position of UN ambassador to the United States, confronting enemies of freedom every single day, dealing with an intrinsically corrupt system, comes some truly special privileges. And one of those privileges during the former administration was raising the profile of our relationship with Taipei at the United Nations, working hard to try to stop the systemic UN discrimination against democratic Taiwan. The integrity of nations is the first principle of international order. Taiwan's integrity has been under threat, implicit and explicit, for some time. It is the duty of those of us who respect democracy, who have concerns about the international order, to give Taiwan support and assurance while it is under this menacing shadow. I hope to expand what is needed and what must be done, as well as the role of my own country, the United States, while here at the Yushan Forum. I am here to assure you my belief in the firm U.S. commitment to Taiwan's defense I was proud to support our commitment to Taipei during my service. And as an American, I am proud, so very proud, to see the Biden administration continuing this strong commitment. The turbulence of today's world, Ukraine, Israel, the loss of will in Western powers, is the context in which Taiwan's fate is in question. Now is not the time for complacency. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Kraft. Please return to your seat. And thank you once again for reassuring firm U.S. commitment to Taiwan's defense. And now we would like to invite His Excellency Matt Murray, United States Senior Official for the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation, U.S. Department of State, to give us his remarks. Please.
Well, President Tsai, Taiwan government representatives, distinguished guests, colleagues, thank you very much for the invitation to speak today, and congratulations to Taiwan for convening this year's Yushan Forum. I'm very pleased to be back in Taipei, and I'm honored to be able to address you in person. And I look forward to an insightful program today on how to foster innovation and progress in this important and dynamic region. My own journey working on U.S. economic cooperation with Asia began in 1995 when I was an intern in Jakarta. As I continued to work in this area through the last U.S. APEC host year in 2011 and into my current role as U.S. ambassador for APEC, I see every day how much the APEC region matters to the United States and how important the United States is to the region. More than 60% of U.S. goods exports head to APEC's 21 member economies, and 7 of our top 10 largest trading partners are APEC economies, a list of which, of course, includes Taiwan. Total U.S. exports to the APEC region in 2021 totaled $1.3 trillion, and the stock of direct investment in the United States from APEC economies now tops $1.7 trillion. This powerful economic cooperation works two ways, of course. U.S. companies also have invested nearly $1.5 trillion in APEC economies, helping drive prosperity on both sides of the Pacific Ocean. But APEC's sheer size is not the only reason it matters to the United States. APEC as the premier platform for us to advance economic policies in the Asia-Pacific region to promote free, fair, and open trade and investment, and to advance inclusive and sustainable growth. Our work in APEC is an important part of the prosperity pillar of the Biden administration's Indo-Pacific strategy, which seeks to create a latticework of strong and mutually reinforcing coalitions to build collective capacity to tackle our shared challenges. In mid-2021, the United States raised its hand to host APEC to demonstrate to the Asia-Pacific region that we are once again taking the lead on multilateral engagement. Under our host year theme of creating a resilient and sustainable future for all, we have advanced longstanding APEC work across a wide range of policy domains, including trade and investment facilitation, the digital economy, health, gender equity and equality, clean energy and climate, anti-corruption, and food security. As President Tsai just now emphasized, Taiwan is a part of the solution. And our economic cooperation with Taiwan, both inside and outside of APEC, is a vital part of this overall picture. In addition to being one of the United States' top 10 trading partners, Taiwan has invested billions of dollars in the United States, including in critical high-tech sectors that drive long-term economic growth. I'm also very fortunate to work closely with my Taiwan counterparts in APEC, where Taiwan makes important contributions to both the institution of APEC and to individual APEC economies in many areas, from the digital economy to agricultural biotechnology and women's economic empowerment. All this means that this year's Yushan Forum theme is very timely. The idea of starting a new blueprint for Asia, with its focus on advancing regional prosperity and stability coming out of the COVID-19 pandemic and other shocks to the regional and global economy, aligns very well with the vision of an interconnected, innovative, and inclusive region towards which APEC members are working. I have no doubt that today's conversations with this distinguished group of speakers and panelists will provide further ideas for how to advance our shared prosperity through economic cooperation. And I hope to build on these conversations as the U.S. APEC host year concludes in San Francisco next month and in the years to come. Finally, as U.S. senior official for APEC, I know there we frequently talk about APEC's Puchajai Vision 2040 for an open, dynamic, resilient, and peaceful Asia-Pacific community for which the prosperity of all our people and future generations. Unfortunately, last week's brutal attacks against Israel, like last year's unprovoked attack by Russia in Ukraine, is yet another reminder that we all have a responsibility to condemn these attacks and work together toward a more peaceful and prosperous region. Once again, I look forward to the remainder of our discussions today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ambassador Murray. Please return to your seat, and we look forward to more cooperation between Taiwan and APEC members in the future. And next, please welcome the Honorable Keiji Furuya, Chairman of Japan-ROC Diet Members Consultative Council and member of the House of Representatives in the Japanese Diet, to give us his remarks. Please.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Greetings to President Tsai, the people of Taiwan, and everyone present. I am Keiji Furuya, a member of the House of Representatives, serving as a chairperson of the Japan-ROC Diet Members Consultative Council, a Japan-Taiwan Friendship Parliamentary Group made up of 270 members of the Japanese Diet from different political parties. This will be my sixth speech at this forum for the sixth consecutive year. This year marks the 50th anniversary of the establishment of the Council. Looking back on this half century of history makes me deeply emotional. Yesterday, on Double 10th Day, we formed a celebratory delegation of about 50 Diet members, our largest delegation to date, to visit Taiwan. The Japan-ROC Diet Members Consultative Council has served as a link between Japan and Taiwan, which have no formal diplomatic relations. In recent years, we have supported a Japanese exhibition at the National Palace Museum, maintained mutual assistance during natural disasters and COVID-19, and consistently expressed our support for Taiwan's participation in international organizations such as the WHO and CPTPP. In Japan and Taiwan, legislative diplomacy plays an extremely important role. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the people of Taiwan for their support for the Japan-ROC Diet Members Consultative Council. Travel between Japan and Taiwan is returning to pre-COVID-19 levels. There have been many fairs and events related to Taiwan that were held in Japan and were highly successful. In cooperation with local government, we are also promoting efforts to have schools across the country to visit Taiwan on school trips. All of the children in Japan who visit Taiwan will become fans of Taiwan. It is our mission to pass the bond between Japan and Taiwan on to the next generation. In 2019, at the Double 10th Day celebration held in front of the presidential office, 20 members of the Diet, including myself, marched in the parade for the first time with the banners saying Japan-Taiwan friendship. When we received enthusiastic cheers and warm applause from the roadsides, we felt united with the Taiwanese people. Last year, we marched with the members of the Legislative Yuan in the ceremonial parade, which resumed last year after previously being canceled. And this year, yesterday, we marched with 50 members of Japanese National Diet, with the members of the Legislative Yuan. The Japan-ROC Diet Members Consultative Council will continue to strengthen our legislative diplomacy in the world. Last year, I met with President Yu Sing-kun of Legislative Yuan, and we viewed Yonaguni Island, 111 kilometers away, together from Yulin County. In July of this year, I met with President Yu again, this time to view Taiwan from Yonaguni Island. We then took a trip to Taiwan. That reminded me of the late former Prime Minister Abe's words that a Taiwan contingency is a contingency for Japan. President Yu and I share that feeling. There's no shortage of world dignitaries visiting Japan. This is a sign of the sense of urgency that Taiwan is a global hotspot. Under the Xi Jinping dictatorship, China has been steadily building up its armament and introducing legislation. And when combined with China's erratic behavior of unilaterally changing the status quo through force, one can imagine that the risk that loom ahead. In the 7 years since President Tsai took office, 9 countries have ended diplomatic relations with Taiwan and entered into diplomatic relations with China, bringing the total number of countries that have diplomatic relations with Taiwan to 13. China's approach has been consistent. China has been sending in companies and equipment unilaterally after lending excessive loans, only for its own benefit. Japan is communicating to the rest of the world the danger of falling into an invisible debt trap. As a result, Japan hosts the Pacific Island Leaders Meeting, PALM, with 14 Pacific Island nations once every 3 years, and next year will mark its 10th meeting. We have hosted the Tokyo International Conference on African Development, TICAD, with 48 African nations 8 times, and will host the first summit with the 5 Central Asian nations next year. Japan is committed to providing through assistance by putting ourselves in the position of our partner countries and their regions, and publishing initiatives that will lead to further development and happiness. This is the role and mission that Japan must fulfill. In Japan, we are working under specific assumptions and making preparations, including using Taiwan emergency simulations and Japan-United States Taiwan Legislative Strategic Dialogue hosted by the Japan-ROC Diet Members Consultative Council. The peace and stability of the Taiwan Strait is essential, not only for the security of the people of Taiwan, but also for the security of some 24,000 Japanese people living in Taiwan, for the security of our country, and for the stability of the international community. What would happen to the global supply chains if the Taiwan Strait, where the world cargo comes and goes, was blocked? If anything happened, it will always be too late. President Biden of the United States has made it clear that the United States force would defend Taiwan in the event of a military invasion by China. The United States Navy 7th Fleet Commander said that China is clearly increasing its pressure on Taiwan to an unprecedented level, and emphasized the strengthening of immediate response capabilities of Japan and the United States. The Russian aggression against Ukraine has made it clear that no one in the world, let alone Taiwan, welcomes China's words and action that increase armed pressure, and that no one will benefit from it. close cooperation between countries with shared value is more important than ever. Japan will strengthen its effort to achieve the free and open Indo-Pacific, FOIP. President Tsai said these words last year and yesterday, having the same effect on Double 10th Day. First, we should unanimously and resolutely stand behind our free and democratic system, no matter how much external pressure we face. Second, the destruction of Taiwan democracy and freedom would be a grave defeat for the world democracies. Third, we are willing to work with the Beijing authorities to find a mutually agreeable arrangement for upholding peace and stability in the Taiwan Strait. Fourth, saying, "I am Taiwanese," is a statement of honor and an expression of pride. With these words deep in our minds, countries that share the common values of liberal democracy, the rule of law, and fundamental human rights must join hands to protect international peace and Taiwan. Lastly, a presidential election will be held next January. Elections are the foundation of democracy. I sincerely hope that Taiwan's mature democracy will be proudly demonstrated to the world. The Japan-ROC Diet Members Consultative Council will continue its effort to further strengthen the bond between Japan and Taiwan. Thank you. 谢谢.
Thank you very much, Chairman Furuya. Please remain on the stage. Not just this year, but also last year. Please remain on the stage. Chairman Furuya has mentioned a Taiwan contingency is a Japan contingency. And he also mentioned that people should say, "I am Taiwanese" with pride. So thank you once again to Chairman Furuya for being such a staunch friend to Taiwan. And now we would like to invite the distinguished guests to come up to the stage to join a photo call to commemorate this special occasion. Over the past few years, due to the pandemic, we were not able to travel freely, but now finally we can invite our distinguished guests to come to Taiwan for the Yushan Forum in person. So please come up to the stage. Dr. Ellen Hao-Yang, Executive Director of Taiwan-Asia Exchange Foundation. And also please welcome the Honorable Zhang Dunhan, Deputy Secretary General to the President, Office of the President, R.O.C. Taiwan. His Excellency Matt Murray, United States Senior Official for APEC, Department of State, U.S.A. The Honorable John Deng, Minister without Portfolio of the Executive Yuan, R.O.C. Taiwan. Her Excellency Kelly Craft, former U.S. Representative to the United Nations, U.S.A. The Honorable Wellington Koo, Secretary General of the National Security Council, R.O.C. Taiwan. Dr. Hsin-Huang Michael Hsiao, Chairman of Taiwan-Asia Exchange Foundation. The Honorable Xu Sijian, Deputy Secretary General of the National Security Council, R.O.C. Taiwan. The Honorable Fu Dongcheng, Advisor of the National Security Council, R.O.C. Taiwan. Dr. Zhao Xie Joseph Wu, Minister of Foreign Affairs, R.O.C. Taiwan. The Honorable Scott Morrison, Member of the House of Representatives and former Prime Minister of Australia. The Honorable Lin Jialong, Secretary General to the President, Office of the President, R.O.C. Taiwan. His Excellency Russ Joseph Kuhn, President of the Republic of Nauru, and Her Excellency Tsai Ing-wen, President of R.O.C. Taiwan. Please come up to the stage. Our distinguished guests on the stage. Thank you. Please take your position. Yes, and please look at the cameras in the front. And give us your big smile. All right, please look at the cameras in the front. 3, 2, 1, cheese. And one more, give us your thumbs up. Give us your thumbs up, please. All right, look at the cameras and give her a big smile. 3, 2, 1, cheese. Yeah, we are really happy. There are so many friends from the media to cover this event. Thank you very much. Our distinguished... Okay, please, one more. President Tsai, sorry, please, one more. All right, thank you very much. Do we still need to...我们摄影大哥是否还需要合照吗？对不起，我们可不可以请... sorry, our guests on the stage, please look at the cameras again. Sorry, please. Okay, we have so many friends from the media. They really need to take the shot. So please take a look at the media in the back. All right, so once again, give us your thumbs up. All right, thumbs up, please. Thank you. Look at the cameras in the back. 3, 2, 1, cheese. All right, thank you very much. Our guests on the stage, please remain where you are. Once again, thank you, President Tsai, for gracing us with your presence. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. And thank you once again, President Tsai, for attending today's Yushan Forum. Our guests on the stage, thank you very much. Please stand up President Tsai with a round of applause. Thank you, President Tsai, for coming to the 2023 Yushan Forum. Thank you very much.